Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about some unpopular opinions, parenting edition. Because I, being a mother, 31-year-old mother of 2 children, I gave birth to 3 children, but my last child was given up for adoption. Open adoption. I have a story about it if you would like to watch it. But anyway, I have 2 children. I have an 11-year-old and a 12-year-old. Technically, they're still 10 and 11, but they're almost 11 and 12. Like literally in less than a month. So, there's that. As a mother, a young mother, I had both of my children at 20 years old. I have some very unpopular opinions about parenting. And I have some very strange, or as you can say, not typical parenting style. So let's just get on with this, okay? And if you get offended by this, then maybe you need to change some of your ways. Unpopular opinions, okay? Number 1, stop treating your kids like they're stupid. So many of my friends, people my age even, who have children, who are children of my children's age, they don't tell them things. They don't tell them how the real world is. They don't tell them what really happens in situations. A lot of people, they just sugarcoat things, or they simply will say, you're not old enough to know about that. Bull fucking shit. Because you know what? I guarantee you, your child, no matter how young they are hearing things that you would rather not them hear when they go to school. Because other people's kids, they hear shit at home. They hear, if they ride the bus with high schoolers, like my kid does. Sorry, my kids do. If they ride the bus with high schoolers, you know, they're hearing things that you don't want them to hear, and you're not probably saying around them, but they're going to hear that from high schoolers, from older kids, from people at school. It just doesn't matter. They're going to hear these things. And so you should be honest with your kids. Tell them exactly what is going to happen if they do A, B, or C. You know, simple as that. Don't be afraid to hurt their feelings. Now, what I mean by this is a lot of people are afraid to discipline their kids in fear that they're going to hurt their feelings, or that their child will be mad at them, or their child will no longer like them. Now listen here. If your child does not actually, if your child is a little bit scared of you, you're doing things the right way, okay? Your child should not be comfortable enough to just say and act any old way around you and just say whatever they want. No, you know, they should have a little bit of timidness around you, because that shows respect. That shows that they fucking respect you. Because when you allow your child, let me phrase it that way, because your child is not going to do anything that you will not allow, okay? So if you are one of those types of mothers who does not discipline at all, I'm telling you, that's the reason why your child is so bad. And that's the reason they act out, because children crave discipline. They want structure. They want order. They want someone to tell them what to do. Otherwise, they just feel lost. Okay, so you have to stop treating. You know, don't be afraid. Don't act like. Okay, so this is what you need to remember. You are not their friend. You are their parent. Okay, you're their friend when they start paying their own bills. That's when y'all become friends. And that's what my daughter knows. Yes, I love her. Yes, I care for her very much. And yes, I would do anything on this planet Earth for her and her brother. But that does not mean that I have my boundaries. And there's certain things that they're not allowed to do or say. And they don't do or say those things. Number 3, freedom to express themselves. Now, my daughter, who I would like to have her wear her hair long and have her wear cute little dresses and, you know, just be a little girl. But That's not my daughter. My daughter does not want to wear those things. She does not want to look like that. Now, my son, he just dresses the way he's pretty easy to please, like most men. He's just like, you know, you buy him a cool shirt, nice shoes, boom, he's happy. My daughter, on the other hand, she's complicated. She's a Virgo, all right? Now, she just recently, she's been asking me for months to cut her hair. Now, when I mean cut her hair, I mean cut it all off. Like, shave the sides, leave a little bit on top, you know, like a little boy haircut. And I was against it, you know, in fear of, she was going into 6th grade this year, and I was scared she was going to get bullied if she went into school with short hair. So, I was kind of against it. Well, she did it anyway. On the permission, from permission of her dad, because me and her dad are not together. So, you know, I can't control what he says she can do. And just like he can't control what I said she can do. So, she comes over one day. Well, she was scared to actually tell me. So, she had her dad tell me that she had cut her hair. Again, timidness, fear, just a little bit. But more because she respects me. Her dad calls me and says she doesn't want you to be mad at her, but she did something to her hair. I said she cut it all off, didn't she? And I just had to get over it. Because that's what she wants to look like. That's how she wants to look. She wants to express herself in that way. So you know what? Who cares? It's her fucking hair. She wants to look like that. If your child wants to play with a certain toy that you deem a girl toy and he's a boy, or a boy toy and she's a girl, get over that, please. Please get over that. We don't live in those times anymore. Let the damn kid play with whatever the fuck they want. And let them look however they want. Within reason, of course. You don't want them looking like a hobo or fucking orphan, right? You don't want them to just be dirty. Of course, keep them clean. Make sure they shower every single night and brush their damn teeth. But, you know, other than that, let them dress however the hell they want, you know? As long as things are clean and they smell good and, you know, things aren't like ripped and dirty and gross, they're fine. Number 4, nothing should be forced. You should not force your child to do activities, to do sports, to do anything, to love somebody that they don't want to love just because they're family, to be friends with somebody's child just because you're friends with that child's mother. You should not force things upon your children like that, okay? You should not force anything upon them. You should not do that. If they don't want to do something, they're not going to enjoy it if you make them do it at all, period. They will not absorb any knowledge. They will not retain it. They won't retain the skill. They won't enjoy what they're doing. So there's no passion behind it, which means there's no absorbing of that, whatever you're making them do. So, yeah, I get that schools have extracurricular activities that are needed, like you need to do those things. But besides that, if the school is not asking them of something, don't make your kid do something just because you had dreams in that field and you didn't fulfill your dreams, so you're trying to live vicariously through your child. That's not fair to your kid. You know, you have to, so many people I have realized have forgotten what it is like to be a child. They have forgotten what a child's mind is like. And I guess where I went through so much trauma as a child, my mind disassociates back to childhood very easily. And so I can still put myself in my 10-year-old shoes. You understand? So I know what my daughter's thinking. I know how she feels if I try to force something on her, i.e. an activity, a type of movie, a type of music, anything like that. Just, your children are their own people. You understand? Like, yes, you give birth to them, and yes, you raise them, but eventually, and for more parts of their life than you know, you having them, for a lot, they're going to be alone and a solitary person and a sovereign person more. You know, they're going to spend more time in that role than a child's role. So you have to remember that. You're raising a human, not your child. You're not raising your son. You're not raising your daughter. These people don't belong to you. Okay? Yes, you get the privilege of raising them, and yes, you get the privilege of birthing them and whatever, but that does not mean they're yours. Are you your mother's? Are you her property? No. So let's change the terminology, right? Okay, so that's another thing that really gets on my nerves. Like, you know, when people like, a great example is me and my best friend, who have been friends for most of my life, like literally over 25 years. Me and this girl have been friends, right? All our childhood, we just like any girls do, we're gonna have kids together, we're gonna get married together, we're gonna get blah, 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 all together. Of course, none of that happened, and we had families apart from each other, and they grew up apart from each other, okay? And so when we brought our girls together, because they're literally almost the same age, we thought they were going to get along great. We thought they were going to get along like me and her got along. Come to find out, they don't even like each other at all because they're so different. And that you can't force that friendship. Just because me and her mother are best friends and have been best friends our whole lives does not mean that our girls are going to be best friends like we were. We cannot force that upon them. So we didn't. I mean, there's no use, right? So the last one is, don't treat them as if they don't understand the basics in life. Don't treat them, you know, I'm going to again talk about, I can only talk from personal experience and the people around me who I've observed their parenting skills and their parenting style. Not even skill, just their style, because everybody has their own style of parenting. That's why you can't really give advice. You can give guidelines, and you can give, you know, here's what I did. That does not mean you have to do that. You know, everybody has their own style of parenting and just all that stuff. So, this isn't really just shitting on other people. This is just me stating how I parent and the things that kind of annoy me, when it comes to how I notice people's, style. You know, just like, but I don't speak it out loud. I don't say these things to people's faces. It's just a way of life. It's just a part of life, right? But, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and, I was saying something and I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm just going to cut that thought off right there. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.